Cedar. Today I'm talking with Corey Flaska, owner, operator, builder extraordinaire of Leelanau Construction. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Sure, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So you are originally from Cedar?
Yes,
Okay.
Born and raised in Cedar, and in fact this office used to be Flaska Insurance, and this used to be the kitchen, and upstairs is where we live.
Wow.
With most of Cedar's original buildings being restored, this town is really coming to life. Old homes turning into new businesses, and new businesses thriving.
Thank you. Yeah, we did quite a remodel. It hadn't been redone since the early 80s, so
Wow.
as a construction company we redid it and it seemed to have come out really well.
Absolutely. It's definitely a great place to come and see everything you have to offer for the community. So tell me what you have going on in the community. You are doing project after project, and it's really cool to see kind of how you're doing a little taking over the world, starting with Cedar, I think.
Sure. So I guess Leelanau Construction was kind of an accident that about 7 years ago I built a spec home because I'm a landlord here in Leelanau County, and I bought quite a few apartment buildings and some rentals. And so we built the spec home under my own name, I think about 7 years ago. And the feedback on it was unbelievable. People really wanted me to build that house for them.
Yeah.
The market hadn't taken off yet. And I didn't have a builder's license, and I had no experience in construction. So
Wow.
I had no clue what I was doing, but it's in my blood. My grandparents, my grandfather was a builder, and my grandparents had owned Leelanau Ready Mix, which was the concrete excavation company, and poured walls and septic and sewer. So we built that house, and so many people wanted me to build that home on their land that I went and did a search for a company. I thought, okay, here's some supply and demand, and I looked up Leelanau Construction, and the LLC was available and the website.
Perfect.
So you would think in Leelanau.
Although he might say he didn't know what he was doing, it sure looks like it. The website is beautiful. With so many details ready at your fingertips, you can plan your dream home right there.
We really grew. We were one of the fastest growing companies in northern Michigan for several years in a row.
Wow.
So we build about 15 to 20 homes now, and that brings us to Cedar. So Cedar was something, being born and raised here and playing on the streets here in the playground. I really took an interest in and saw a lot of possibilities here that people would like a lot. Cedar being not on the lake, centrally located, pretty much 15 minutes from everything, including Traverse City. I took a big interest in this township of Solon and started buying up a lot of the land that was available. And about 5 years ago, came up with the idea to do the subdivision up by my schoolhouse across from the town hall.
Everyone's kind of used to the rural lifestyle, and having a subdivision, I don't think is something that anyone really expected, but it's going to do so much good for this little town. It's going to bring a lot of life, and I'm really excited to see what you do with it.
Yeah, it was, you can read it in some other articles, but I played real life Monopoly there to make that subdivision happen. So I bought the schoolhouse, and then I wanted to buy the commercial property next to it. And the 35 acres that the subdivision is on behind it, people wanted to buy that, but the only access was through that commercial on the front road. So I was able to acquire that commercial and then buy the 35 acres, which everybody thought was wetlands, but it had beautiful 5.5 acres of dry sand back there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's great. So how many homes are you going to be building in that subdivision?
That is designed to be 30 homes. 10 single-family homes. There'll be 4 duplexes, which is 8 more homes, and then there'll be 3 quadplexes, which is an additional 12. So 30 in total, with single-family duplex and quadplex.
Wow, that is going to be such a great opportunity to live in central Leelanau County and have a nice, sturdy, well-built home.
Yeah, and that was the idea behind it. My vision for Cedar and acquiring a lot of the buildings here and that subdivision was to have Leelanau's most powerful year-round economy right here in Cedar.
Yes.
Our grocery store stays open till 10. We don't shut down during the winter. And I only saw Cedar as the only opportunity as a year-round economy, besides Elmwood, which I would consider Traverse City,
Yeah.
which is in Leelanau. But Cedar, once that subdivision's done, that's going to bring another additional 2.4 million approximately of household income to the town of Cedar.
Yeah.
How much they spend at the stores or the local places here, I don't know that math offhand, but you know, that's going to help the economy here directly in Cedar a lot.
Absolutely. And you know, being both of us growing up here, seeing Cedar evolve over the years, and even just the last 5 years, it's really blossomed.
Sure.
You know, we have the food truck, the bar was redesigned, it looks great. You've got new businesses, the coffee shop. There's so many new things coming to life here. So having that year-round economy grow even more is going to be so important. Yeah. So what does it mean to you to be able to give back to this area in that way?
Well, I mean, you know, you get a lot of questions when you're a developer and you propose these ideas, and obviously most people think, you know, a lot of developers come from out of town, out of state, and they just want to, you know, make the money.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a businessman. I like to make money, but I have an invested interest in making Cedar really beautiful and being proud of what I accomplish with it. So I'm really, you know, doing my best to make that subdivision thrive and the housing market around here do a lot better than it is, trying to make things a little less pricey than some of the outside, you know, towns in the outskirts. So, you know, I think everybody's going to be real proud of what we do when we're done here.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that. I think it's going to be really fun to see it grow. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate your time. Everyone, please check out LeelanauConstruction.com. Corey is just so kind in his pricing and so quick in the builds. They're maybe 18 months?
Overall, you know, with some of the delays now, we're at about 15, including pulling permits and all the planning.
Wow.
So,
yeah. So if you are looking to have a beautiful home built, Corey is your go-to. All right. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
I appreciate
If you have a
got it.
Leelanau-based business and would like to be featured on the website, give me a call today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.